you see like this fat purple baby god just like molding gods, and it's gross because he's like just ugh, I don't like it. Just a fat baby that looks like it's up to mischief, and I know what a child of mischief looks like because I've got 2 right now and they're mischievous. Okay, so Thor's hunting in the cave or investigating in the cave.
Yeah.
And he hears something, turns around, he thinks it's Gorr, obviously. He's like, I'm gonna kill you, Gorr! And it's just some scrawny little
He's
green...
like one of the girls from Flavor of Love, just like, I'll kill you!
Exactly. It's just some scrawny green alien with these little antennas. And he's like, no, I'm not Gorr, I'm just here to hide. And you're like, hide? Why are you here hiding? And this guy basically, in the short
why
form,
is he in Gorr's cave? What happens in Gorr's cave stays in Gorr's cave.
That's the thing. He wants to stay there for an eternity. He doesn't want to leave.
Okay.
And what it basically sums up to Thor is like, Gorr is here. Gorr is on his mission because of you. He doesn't come back to this cave because of what happened here. You know? You set him off, dude. Everything that's happening with all his gods now, this comes back on you.
That's on you.
Yeah, he really makes it known. And this guy, he's like wide-eyed, like freaky looking. And he says like, Gorr, when he came to my planet, he killed all of the gods. But before he did that, he cut my eyelids off and made me watch it happen.
Gorr's intense.
Gorr is intense.
Like
it makes for a very fun comic, and like the intrigue is so strong. Like, who is this guy?
What's his deal?
What's his deal? We're actually getting to that very soon.
Okay.
I'll give you the Gorr backstory.
I'll settle down.
Settle it, buddy. So all right. So Thor's like, all right. Well, who are you? Why are you here? He goes, oh, I'm Shadrach. I'm god of wine and waterfalls. And you're like, all right, this guy's
what a responsibility.
Yeah.
Does that taste good? Does that look good?
So that's Shadrach, god of wine and waterfalls. So it's like, all right, Shadrach, you're coming with me, buddy. We got a mission to do. And he's like, no, I want to stay here. He'll never find me here because I'll never come to the cave. Nah, you're coming with me. Let's go.
Yeah.
So boom, we fly off into the sky again. We go to Omnipotent City.
We're back.
And he wants to get there.
Twitter
feed. Yeah, we're back to Twitter feed city. He wants to get there because he's going to investigate more in this Hall of the Lost. But when they get to the Hall of the Lost, it is aflame. And you see...
The Hall of the Lost? I'm lost.
The Hall of the Lost was the place...
Is that like all the canceled tweets?
No, the guys who haven't shown up in a while. The guys who didn't show to their court dates.
6 of 1. All the people banned from Twitter.
Yeah, all the people banned from Twitter. So, the gods he was finding before, so he's there because he needs more info.
Just to the left of the Hall of blue check marks.
Yeah, you're so ridiculous.
I'm sorry.
Oh, my God. So he's there to find more information. It's on fire. The berserker dogs are there with torches in their hands. For whatever reason, they're up and they've got... and they're setting a place of flame. And the librarian, the roast guy, he's roasting. He's on the ground and like there's like a little bit of blood around him. He's not dead because you see the bubble like he's making some sound. And Thor's like, all right, I got to find some info. So let me get some books fast before anything burns. He's kind of ignoring the butcher dogs. The berserker dogs. So you see him just like looking through stuff. He's reading a thing, right? And then Shadrach, not wanting to die to these berserkers, is actually like fighting and smacking these things around. So Shadrach is a god, so he's got to be strong, right?
Yeah.
The fairy librarian god is like back up and just like smacking things with books and stuff. And Thor's like, all right, I got the data. The book burned in my hand, but I know where I need to go. I need to go to Chronux. I'm like, what's Chronux? Well, we'll get there in a second. So he's like, all right, Shadrach's staying with you, Mr. Librarian. Librarian's like, all right, who are you? He's like, I'm Shadrach's god of song and somersaults. And you're like, what is up with this guy?
Why is it changed now?
Because he's crazy.
Can you imagine some Earth sees like a somersault and they're just like, whoa, that's so cool. We should worship that concept.
We should praise
that. We should make a god of it.
Shadrach, that's him.
Nice.
For all we know, it could be waterfalls, wine, somersaults, and songs. Could be
maybe more things.
Yeah, maybe
that
more
start
things.
with the same letter.
We'll get there.
Okay.
We'll get there.
Ooh. This comic doesn't disappoint.
Yeah.
It's got everything.
It's got everything.
It's got god butchering. It's got wine. It's got waterfalls. It's got somersaults.
Somersaults is what I was waiting for. All right. So Thor flies away to this place, Chronux. He's talking about. So now we skip forward. No, we skip to actually Gorr at Chronux. So let me paint the picture for you. So this place is like very holy looking. All the people here, they're called like time gods, Chronux, right? And they're wearing like white robes, white and gold, gold filigree, all that jazz. And And they're kind of like just like talking. It's like usually we only need like a little bit of blood because we use the god blood to travel through time and fix things. But you look and there's a big pool of blood, not a pool of blood from someone bleeding out, like a pool.
Gorr's just like, settle down, guys. It was a BOGO.
I thought I got one god's blood. I can get another one half off.
Yeah.
You know? Or BOGOs
And I
get
had a
one, buy one,
coupon.
get one.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I had
a
a
coupon for
coupon.
20% off. So, you know. So he's got this thing filled with blood. Clearly,
Yeah.
he's trying to go somewhere very important. He's using all this god blood.
With gas prices these days.
Yeah, exactly.
Gallons of blood.
Gallons of blood. So it kind of pieces together why he needed so many gods, right? Why he killed so many, because he needs a lot of blood.
Right. Motivation.
So he's talking himself up. Oh, he says all his Gorr things, and his Mr. Tough Guy, and he goes into the pool. Now we go 14 billion years ago. Yep, we went that far.
This guy's not a dilettante.
No, he's not.
Anything he does.
He is a professional.
He's going to time travel. He's not going to a few hours ago.
He's not going to kill Hitler.
He's not like, oh, I could have wound up with my high school sweetheart. He's like,
no way.
We're going 14 billion years
ago. He's not like, I chose chocolate when I went out for ice cream. Yeah. Really, I was in the mood for vanilla. No, he's going to the beginning of time.
Yeah.
So when he gets there, he's just flying through random space. And you see like this fat purple baby god just like molding gods. And it's gross because he's like I don't like it. Just a fat baby that looks like it's up to mischief. And I know what a child of mischief looks like because I've got 2 right now and they're mischievous. And he's molding gods. Okay. And all the gods like are laying there like misshapen and gross, like in agony. Like he's figuring out how to make gods, but he's a baby. It's like a gross, weird concept.
I'm a little god baby.
Yeah. So Gorr's talking about what he needs from this. It's like really important that he comes here. And then we come back to Gorr coming out of the pool. Mm-hmm. And in his hand is a giant heart. So he cut the heart out of this like primordial beginning of time god. Right? And
so he got ingredients to get ingredients?
Yes.
What a life.
Yeah.
He's not a dilettante.
Ingredientception.
Yeah.
So,
ingression.
Yeah.
Ingreation.
So, this is about the time Thor shows up. He starts fighting some of the berserker dogs that are around, and Gorr's like, I got what I need. I don't need you anymore, time gods. And he just starts killing them. And he's like, all right, I don't actually remember why he comes back here. I guess he's got to come out of the pool. Yeah, he's got to come out of the pool to go back in. But he's like, hey, Thor, I'm glad that you're here. And Thor's like now grabbed by a bunch of berserker dogs. So I'm glad that you're here because you know what? You taught me the one thing I needed. That's why I came for all this. Because from my meeting with you and those Vikings before, I realized the piece of the puzzle that was missing. Which is... Anyway, so he goes back into the pool.
Dude, not cool.
So he goes back into the pool. And Thor's like, nope, not happening. Swings his hammer, flies into the pool. We leap forward. It's now Thor in a sea of those black dogs again, fighting them. He looks to his left, and he's like, Father, what are you doing here? And old man Thor's like, I'm not your father, I'm you. They start fighting the dogs together. Okay, so now we've got to meet
what's
up.
the one thing better than a Thor comic?
A Thor comic with 3 Thors?
3 Thors?
Well, it's only 2 now, but wait for it. We'll get there.
Oh, snap.
So they're fighting him off. They're talking. He's like, I'm here for Gorr. Where is he?
This is like that Will Smith movie that sucked.
I don't know what you're talking about.
Where there's 2 Will Smiths.
Oh, I didn't see it.
I didn't either. I heard it sucked.
Well, there you go.
Maybe it didn't. If you're watching Will, maybe it was good. I don't know.
I don't know. I didn't watch it. So they're fighting, and he's like, where's God? Where's God? Where's Gorr? I followed him, right? I'm here for Gorr. And old man Thor's like, God, I forgot how stupid I was. It's been 900 years since Gorr was there. What was a gap of maybe a second was Gorr appeared in that spot 900 years prior to Thor coming, or Mighty Thor, or Avenger Thor coming to that same spot.
Oh, so Gorr's killed everybody.
Yeah. We got a time jump of like the time at Chronux is like a second,
Yeah.
Gorr goes in. Thor's
900
like, nope.
years pass.
900 years pass from the time they
That's
two
why.
arrive in that
so
spot.
he's been like fighting this war for 900 years.
I mean, remember the Thor in the future is millennia later. So it's only 900 years in that time. But it's time. It's a long time.
A 900-year war with Asgard.
Yep.
That's the comic.
And that's where we end there.
So, James, let me tell you about a comic.
Oh, please.
Yeah. There's a comic, it's a god comic similar to Thor, in which this guy gets more power the more that people like and subscribe to his channel.